how the mid-market project area committee goals will not gentrify our neighborhood. Good question!
And please use that as my time, okay?
You know, mid-market is a beast into itself. What we haven't seen are any ideas coming from this, group of people on how we're going to really revitalize it. You want to put in small shops, or you want to put in big stores? No. What we need is, and as some of the other candidates have mentioned, this is where we want to put our co-op grocery store so that we can have neighbors from the south of Market and the north of Market come in and start to do their shopping. This is how we're going to create and revitalize mid-market. Thank you very much.
Mid-market is obviously a central part of District 6 and a really key place where we can actually bring our neighborhoods together. Market Street needs to be transit first. We need to make sure that we're prioritizing transit on Market Street. We really, as I mentioned before, I believe that we need to enact a vacant storefront initiative. We can use dollars that we get from HUD, about $80 million, to actually give incentives to small businesses to come in and help build the character of Market Street and actually hire locally. Those are some things that I'd like to see. I think that we also want to talk about affordable housing. What affordable housing are we building on mid-market? We as a community need to come together so that we're building a proposal that meets our needs and make sure that we implement this plan and actually see mid-market revitalized.
I'm troubled by the redevelopment process that's affecting mid-market. It's an unrepresentative body of people. It was from the very beginning heavily weighted towards the Shorensteins and the Saint Jacquemus of the world, and it is self-perpetuating because they elect the succeeding members to the project area committee. I don't think redevelopment is the model. It's based on findings of blight. I think good planning is the answer for the mid-market area, and community-based planning, as I've introduced into south of Market and which is spreading throughout the rest of San Francisco, is what mid-market needs. The 4th and 5th Street corridor, which the mayor is happy to throw a lot of money at, can certainly provide development incentives to pay for whatever we need to do in mid-market. But redevelopment, I've got some serious questions about that. Thanks.
I think the mid-market district as a vibrant arts and cultural area of the city is a very positive idea. I agree with Jim Mecco in that, with Jim on the community involvement. I'll give you an example. We all agree on the transit first policy, but none of the businesses along mid-market were consulted when the mayor enacted those transit first policies on mid-market. And those businesses right now have lost business from 30 to 40%, and many of them are going out of business right now. That's a concrete example of the businesses that are there. They're not going to be there a year from now unless we actually consult the community on some of these development plans. I think we need to develop it quickly. It's a major artery in the city. It will stimulate additional tourism, which funds many of the programs we're talking about here today. Thank you.
So we've all lived through at least 2 or 3 iterations of the mid-market plan, all of which have failed. But I actually have a campaign headquarters right near 6th and Market and spend a lot of time there. Last Friday night there was a huge crowd there to the opening of the luggage store gallery that is now in partnership with Hospitality House to actually make space available for the people who live there. That's how you increase economic activity without gentrifying, without displacing. You bring the community in, you create space. We at DBI also are finding buildings if they're empty. You create incentive for not keeping buildings open. You get them in a place where they actually decrease the rent because it costs them too much to actually keep the building empty. It's a complicated situation, but I think we can actually do it more organically than wholesale redevelopment and demolition of all these buildings, and I think that's where we need to go.
Thank you.
Co.
That's right.
That's right. Actually, definitely my ideas that I've been talking to the community about is creating housing there, like I said, with the microloans, and then have the people work in the co-op grocery store, have a space that I know that childcare is a really big problem. We need to create an area in that area for the children. We need to make sure that this project is for the community, it is enriching the community, and is encouraging growth within the community and offering jobs to people who need it right there. I also think that one of the things that we can do is probably encourage more arts and more art-related areas in that mid-market. For example, we are known for our arts and culture, and yet we have no area where artists actually come in and have large spaces that they can sell their wares and promote the arts and culture here in San Francisco.